the thing is, it's not a perfect game. It's not that every question, every requirement, every subtask, every subpart in a subtask, you will be able to give the 100% time allocation, because different requirements are of varying levels of difficulty. Different requirements have varying levels of percentage, time allocation and marks allocation. So every question is in its own right, and all the questions are spread across the 5 co-activities. So meaning that some of them are easy for you, and that depends on every person. Some questions, someone might find strategic evaluation, organizational ecosystem management easier. In contrast, another person might find them difficult, but might find risk management and financial management easier. So that also has a impact to how you are able to manage time, because sometimes with easier questions, if you're smart enough and if you have really understood what the strategic case study exam is about, then for easier questions, you are able to use the allocated time rightly and give its full measure and finish it on time as well, because you know that you've done enough. And you also know that for the SCS, the smart thing to do is not to linger, especially on questions that are very easy for you, because you tend to the risk of you just blurting out everything, or you just writing non-value adding stuff, or writing fillers, or writing just out of confidence, writing theoretical content. Everything I've come across, everything I shared last week in the initial, the mistakes from the mock session can be avoided. So overall, it's really about, moving from 1 hour to 1 hour. You shouldn't look at your exam as a 3-hour block. You should look at it as 3 1 hours. So you finish the first hour and then you forget about it. When you move to the second, you forget about what happened, whether things went right, wrong, doesn't matter. The next hour is another chance, a fresh chance. And what you want to do is, if you look at from a percentage, and I have given the marking in your mocks, I give the marking as a percentage to make it easier for you, because all right, for me to pass this exam, on average, I need to collect 20% from each task. So 20% out of about 33%. If you look at 3 questions, 33, 33, 33, then if you score 20% each on average, just which has a high level of safety margin. 20% is like with a margin. So 20, 20, 20, that's 60%. But actually your exam requires only 55%. If you get 55% overall as a percentage, you get your pass. So it's really just, being able to collect that sufficient amount of marks from each of the tasks. And the benefit of this exam is, and something that everyone should benefit from, and really experienced professionals like yourself and like actually everyone in this session, is that it's not on the one end, it's not a zero-sum game. It's also not a perfect answer game. You don't have, like, for example, if it was OTQs, objective questions, then you have multiple choices and you have absolutely perfect answers. So if you don't choose the correct answer, you're not going to get marks. But this is not how it works here. It's an essay format answer. You can use your judgment. If you are someone facing a theory or facing a question which is related to a theoretical area, which you have probably like only barely seen in the syllabus, but you look at the question and you can be 100% sure that this question is a practical question, and you can address it with the common sense and the experience and the general business acumen you have. And that can be more than enough for you to get the real marks, get the necessary and sufficient marks. So in all these ways, there are these positive, beneficial elements that you can reap from to pass this exam. So it's really just maintaining so the thing with the mocks, if you look at how the mocks have been, if someone has done all 6 mocks, they know that what the mocks have done is prepare you for all kinds of possibilities, all the areas, all 5 co-activities, all types of percentages, all types of difficulties. There are easy requirements, there are difficult requirements, all kinds of I can statements under the co-activities. So the mock is getting you, getting your skill set toned and getting your skill set polished and training you to have the right discipline, the correct discipline in addressing exam, a real exam situation. That's why when you look at, you have requirements where you have to read little. The reading is little, the reference material is short, but you also have requirements where the reading is long and the reference material is at times 1 page, even a little longer than that, which are exactly situations that exam variants have given. So you have seen all kinds of possibilities from a scenario, from a technical angle, from a design angle, and from a scenario angle, and from the requirement angle. So with all of this, if you know, if you have benefited, there is absolutely no issue. And this is why even in your recent mock, what has happened is you've collected the marks regardless of, you know, the shortcomings and, you know, whatever bad things happened, or, you know, you missed out with time management in some situations, some requirements, you couldn't write full answers, some paragraphs were weak, but none of those affected your pass grade because you were collecting the marks. You were, the things that you were doing right, you were doing them well, and you were just collecting the marks. So it's just a game like that.